All right, Shalom, giving all praises, glory, and honor unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well. And peace and salutations to those for elect. Now, Yahweh is the name of the Heavenly Father, who the world ignorantly calls God. His name means, Yah means he, and Hawa means is or exists. All right, Bahashem means in the name of, and Yahweh Shai is the name of who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, and this is all in the Paleo Hebrew. Now, I want to do a quick video on ruling your spirit, and controlling your emotions, basically. You know what I'm saying? Because I was just, I got a little irritated today due to a few things, happening in this life and whatnot. And I was driving on the road, and I was feeling that, that temptation. My emotions were getting the better of me, and I had to I just mentally check myself because, what I'm saying, while you're out and about, especially driving, if you don't have no rule over your emotions, or rule over your spirit, you can cause an accident, you can put your life in jeopardy. You know what I'm saying? So it's just not a good state to be in. That's why a lot of these people out here don't have no rule over their spirit. You know what I mean? And that's why when you're driving, you see all these people and got a whole bunch of demons on them, always causing accidents and, people cutting you off and stuff because these people don't have rule over your spirit. And, that's not the way to be. And I felt that it was coming over me, so I had to resort back to these scriptures, to calm myself. So I just wanted to go over this a little bit, man, because, while you're catching hell, all right, these demons will try to hop on you, and your flesh will try to make you, you know what I'm saying? Your flesh will try to take you over, basically, because the scriptures speak of, that our flesh and spirit are warring against each other, and your flesh would make it so that, you don't want to do the things that your spirit want to do, basically. So you got to, constantly trying to conquer this flesh. All right, this is Proverbs 25 and 28. It says, he that hath no rule over his own spirit is like a city that is broken down and without walls. Now, if we go into that word rule, all right, we know spirit is racha. But we go into that word rule, it says,
Strong's H 4623. Matsar.
so that looks like Masa, that looks like Masa Tazar. I believe that's how, yeah. Masa Tazar. All right. Actually, I'm just going to verify that real quick, because that one word in the middle there, I forget exactly what that is. So let me look really fast. So it's a ma. It's a ma, and then that's a. So that's an I. Okay. Okay, so it's Ma'ai Tazar. All right. I'm just checking real quick on the Paleo Hebrew, versus the modern Hebrew, because this was written in the modern Hebrew. All right. So yeah. So Salakia, you actually say this for rule. It's Ma'ai Tazar. All right. It's Ma'ai Tazar. And yeah, so it says Ma'ai Tazar, and it says restraint, control, and the Strong's definition, subjectively control. So basically, you got to control your spirit, and we know where the spirit dwells in is the mind, all right, is in the head, So basically, you got to control your emotions, you got to control your spirit, you got to control your energy, all right, because unless you do that, it's like a city that is broken down and without walls. You know what I'm saying? Basically, a city without walls has no defense. It has no no fortress. It has no defense. So if you don't rule your spirit, you're like a city, basically you're defenseless, and you're accessible for any little thing to get you off, man. Because like I said, I was driving and I was in a very irritated state, and just little things, got me lashing out and cussing out certain things, when there's no need to, man. And I could see, I got a glimpse of how these people out here on these roads and how these different people in the world, you can see how they act, man. Because I check myself quickly, but these people in the world don't. So you wonder why you walk around and these people are always looking at you sideways, or they're exploding over any little thing, because they don't have any control over their spirit. All right, they don't have any control over their spirit, so they're just accessible for anything, any little thing to blow them up, make them lose control. And who's the ultimate example of having control over their spirit is Yahweh Shai. All right, because hey, he got put up on that cross, he got humiliated. All right, and if he didn't have any control over his spirit, man, he already, we know in the scriptures say that he said he could have called down a legion of angels. So if he didn't have any control over his spirit, he would have called down angels, and completely messed up Rome. All right, but we know he didn't, because he had rule over his spirit, man. So that's why he's a perfect example. All right, but let me go to Luke. Let me get this other precept. Okay. This is Luke 21. And I'm gonna start at 16. It says, "And ye shall be betrayed both by parents and brethren and kinsfolk and friends, and some of you shall they cause to be put to death, and ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake." All right, so that's the persecution that we're about to come into, man. It says you shall be hated of parents, brethren, and kinsfolk. So basically, your family, all right, soon is about to come up against you. Because I was out with my grandmother today. She got the jab and all that, and she continuously trying to convince and push that spirit on me to try to get that jab every single time I talk to her, and every single time I'm around her. You know what I mean? But we know that we can't get that, and soon enough they're gonna be trying to push you to get that microchip, man. And she was even talking about how they got. A lot of people now are, anti-jabbers, I'll just say. We already know what we're talking about. And she was saying how you don't want to be a part of that number. You got to do your own research, and it's not good. I'm just using wisdom. I'm just being like, okay. But, soon enough, she's going to find out that I'm not taking it. I'm not doing it, And especially, like I said, when they try to push that MOB, all right, that Revelation 13 and 16, there's going to be no going around it, man. We're going to straight up, have to deny that. And you're going to have different family members are going to try to come up against you, all right? Especially when this, when the whole world finds out, what you're a part of, this truth, all right? They're going to hate you. You're going to have different family members trying to persecute you, all right? So you got to really be able to rule your spirit in that day, man. You can't be making rash decisions and emotional decisions. But it says, you shall be hated of all men for my name's sake, but there shall not a hair of your head perish. In your patience possess ye your souls. And we know what patience means is suffer. So in your suffering, possess ye your souls. So while we're suffering, we got to grab hold of our souls, man. Our spirit, basically. We gotta rule our spirit. Is basically what it's saying, man. Because we're already suffering right now. Hey, but the suffering is only going to increase. But let me go into that word possess. That says to acquire, to get. All right. Strong's definition says to get, acquire, obtain. So you gotta, like I said, you gotta obtain. You gotta control your spirit. That's basically, that's basically what it's saying. Possess your souls. All right. Grab hold of your spirit. Meaning, you're in control, man. You're not just you're not letting your emotions and everything run loose. You know what I'm saying? That's how we got to be, especially in these times that come. The stress is only going to increase. All right? We've been enduring this hell because the Lord is building up our spirits, to be able to endure it when all hell starts to break loose. But these people aren't enduring nothing right now. So when all hell breaks loose, they're just going to be, their spirit is just going to be completely destroyed, man. The slightest thing is going to get these people off and running around making emotional decisions. And a lot of people are going to be getting caught up. A lot of people are going to be getting pressured by their family. People are going to be getting killed. You know what I'm saying? Because they're not gonna have any patience, man. They don't know what it feels like to suffer, and they don't know how to suffer, man, and keep it moving. All right. So hey, when you go through different hell, it's actually beneficial. All right, because it's building up your spirit, man, to endure in these upcoming times. All right. This is let me get this real quick. Ephesians 4:26. It says, "Be ye angry and sin not. Let not the sun go down upon your wrath." So, be angry and sin not, because you're gonna get angry. All right. Nobody, you know. I was looking up I think it's called stoicism, or something like that. But the point is that you're gonna get angry. Nobody's saying that we don't. We have emotions, of course. All right. Yahushua had emotions, but the point is that be angry and sin not. So you can get angry, but don't sin. Don't go off, man. If you're walking around irritated, you can't be like these 2/3 niggas out here. Somebody accidentally steps on your shoe and you start wanting to fight them, just because you've been catching hell. Nah, man. So be angry and sin not. Going into, possessing your spirit, ruling your spirit. All right. Controlling your emotions. All right. Not letting these demons get the better of you, man. Because, we have, hey, Satan is always trying to find some way to crack us. And, he's gonna have demons hop on people near you, man. So hey, you can't let the anger get the better of you. All right, going back to Yahushua, that's why he didn't call down that legion of angels, man. Because of course the Lord don't like those Romans. All right, that's why the scriptures say even the ones who pierced him shall see him, and Yahushua is gonna get revenge on them. But he knew what he had to do. And it says, "Let not the sun go down upon your wrath." So if you can, all right, fix or get rid of whatever the issue is at hand, all right, before the day ends. It says, neither give place to the devil. So hey, don't let Satan have an opportunity, to try to attack your flesh, because that's what he's doing. Satan is attacking our flesh. All right. That's ultimately what's going on. All right. Actually, I'm gonna and this will be the last one. It's Galatians 5. It's got the precepts pulled up on a different page. Galatians 5:16. "This I say then, walk in the spirit, and ye shall not fulfill the lust of the flesh." It says, "For the flesh lusteth against the spirit, and the spirit against the flesh. And these are contrary the one to the other, so that ye cannot do the things that ye would. But if ye be led of the spirit, ye are not under the law." So, hey, but the point is that walk in the spirit, and so you don't fulfill the lust of the flesh. Because what's the lust of the flesh, man? Is carnality. It's getting angry at every little thing. And you already know how these people. Man, these people out here are weak, man. All right, they're weak-minded, and they're constantly fulfilling the lust of the flesh. You know what I mean? Just sleeping with, men. Men are sleeping with any woman, regardless if they have a man or not. Because they're letting the flesh get the better of themselves, man. Smoking weed, acting all foolish. All right, acting prideful. You know what I'm saying? These are the lust of the flesh, man. But we got to put on the fruit, like the scriptures say, man. The fruits of the spirit, which is patience, love, joy, peace, kindness, gentleness. Those are the attributes, the godly attributes that we got to continue to try to put on. Because like I said, for the flesh lusteth against the spirit, and the spirit against the flesh. So you're in a constant war with your flesh and your spirit. All right? Because your spirit knows what you're supposed to do, but your flesh is always trying to get the better of you. It's like an itch. If brothers had eczema, like, hey, your skin will itch so badly, man. And you know that you're not supposed to scratch it, because you're just messing up your body even more. but your flesh be getting weak, and sometimes you cave in and you itch the crap out of it, and the next thing you know, you're bleeding and you got a whole bunch of wounds and scars. you know Hey, that's the flesh is trying to constantly your flesh is trying to constantly overcome your spirit, man. It's constantly trying to take you out, but we gotta walk in the spirit. So hey, that was the point. You know what I'm saying? That was the point. Lord's willing, it was edifying. I just want to go into that a little bit. All right, giving all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash, Shalom.